Hello.
Nice to see you. It's a busy day.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have a very large piece here. Where did you do this?
Or I did it in the studio, but it's from a photograph that I saw. Usually I work from photographs and then the painting develops from there. If I showed you the photograph now, it wouldn't look anything like it does in the photo. But what I wanted to capture was the rock face. I grew up going to a cottage in the Muskoka region, and the adjoining bay to our cottage had a jumping rock. And I wanted to study all of the different colors that you see when you look at these rocks. They're not just gray. So as I started to work with the piece, I worked in a little bit of molding paste to give it some texture, but I started using the colors that I'm drawn to, mixing them with grays, and then working on what's going to bring out certain colors that I'm liking, and then also trying to give depth to the rock. And then the piece started to take on a more abstracted feel, more abstract than I usually work, but I really enjoyed where it was going. And then to counteract a lot of this organic movement here, I often balance it with some linear, the vertical line of the trees on top. And then finally I work with the water. The water is a bit of a departure from the rock face. You don't see a lot of the reflection, but I like the way that it kind of balances off all of this busy movement in the rock.
Wow, you're a very good talker.
Oh!
And I see that you like large sizes. You have another
yeah.
big one over there.
Yeah. I know I enjoy the large sizes. They're more fun. I find more liberating when I'm working with the paint.
And it's very different from what we've seen over there, the landscape. This is different.
Yeah, it's still very loose. You know, I'm kind of a fast painter, and that's why I like the bigger canvases too. I can see where things are going and develop it fairly quickly. But this one, maybe it's a bit tighter because I use charcoal underneath as well to do my sketch, and then I fix it with a spray fixative, and then I'll go back with the paint. So that's how you get that almost cloisonné look.
And you seem to like birds.
I do, yes. Yeah, I love birds. They're fun to paint. They're kind of like a palette cleanser. When I'm involved with something very intensely, I can do a little bird and just play with color. And I can do them loosely too. Like with birds, you don't have to be too tight. You can play with the paint, and I enjoy the medium, the acrylic, and just bring out the personality of the birds.
Is this how you started as an artist, or it was something else?
I've always painted. My father is an artist, so I grew up around that in the house. Always painted through high school, but I studied art history, Canadian art history at university, and then worked in art rental and sales, and started a family. So the painting took a bit of a break for a while, and then I got back into courses at Ottawa School of Art and life drawing. And then really went at it full time and got the studio about a year ago. So that's helped as well to have a space where I can work.
And right now, what are you working on?
Right now, I have a few shows coming up for the holiday season. So I'm doing some smaller pieces, but I also have a large canvas that I want to get into and do something quite similar to the piece that we started with, because I'm really enjoying that more abstracted feel with the trees.
Is there a challenge that you would like to?
Oh yes, there are always challenges. I'd like to, in the next little while, develop my light. I'd like to learn how to bring that forward in my paintings to have more depth. I feel quite comfortable with my colors, but it's lighting that I'd like to develop a little more.
Is there a piece here that you feel closer to?
Oh, the big one that we started. Yeah. And I think often that they're more successful when I have more of a connection to them, to the subject matter and to the size and to the colors. So that one I'm very excited about, and the large floral as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.